Hi everyone, my name is Anna Anders, humbly here on this YouTube channel. Just want to give a shout out real quick. Shout out February 1st, a couple days before my birthday here. Just want to give a shout out and let people know, you know what folks, I'm not responsible. I am not responsible for other people's behaviors. I'm not responsible for other people's deeds. I'm not responsible for other people's words, and especially when they're lying and when they're being manipulated and coerced. And what else do I want to say? Whew. Yeah, I'm not responsible. I'm not responsible for the people that I work for their behaviors. I'm not responsible for the people that I serve. I'm not responsible for other people's behaviors. Hey, I'm a grandmother of 7, okay? And I gotta tell you, my grandchildren, they're responsible for their behaviors. And Grandma Anna's gonna teach them because that's my responsibility and accountability as a grandmother here on the planet. So, and that's how I view my responsibility and accountability to my grandchildren. So, and I'm raising them to know, have zero tolerance. So you can't see between those two fingers. Have zero tolerance for corruption and disruption of human life and human values. Never accept the unacceptable from anyone, anywhere, anytime. And you know, people, you know the Cleveland abduction story is our family story. They need to call that the Cleveland obstruction story because the Illuminati ones covered that shit up. They had Ariel Castro's license plate number within 48 hours of Gina's abduction. Brian and Eric Poindexter called that into the corrupt Illuminati authorities. And corrupt Illuminati Cleveland was involved with the events of 9/11/01. So they know that, and so that's why they pretended to look for the girls and look the other way, because they like keeping holes in our family trees. See, when families have drama, trauma, and chaos going on, someone missing, that's like a huge hole, massive holes actually. So times 10 torturing years. So yeah, and then you got to turn around and wake up politically speaking and find out, wow, you mean this didn't really happen on 9/11? You mean this is really what happened with the Federal Reserve Bank, that it's not a Federal Reserve institution? You mean to tell me that the Illuminati ones that set up the Federal Reserve Bank on December 23rd, 1913, that those bad boys did 9/11/01? And that would include the Queen and the corrupt part of the Catholic Church and corrupt Israel who owns Hollywood. And that's why you have all this pedophilia crap going on and pornography, which is also disrupting family values here in the United States of America, or should we call it United States of Illuminati-ness, if you will. So that's where I'm at. I'm burning some cedar in the back here so you can see that. So I just wanted to give a shout out to say, yeah, I'm not responsible for other people's behaviors. I'm only responsible for my own. So I try to treat people with respect and kindness and a little bit of intelligence. That's the way my parents raised me. And consideration, kindness, and compassion. And so that's the way that I'm going to raise my grandchildren too. My 7 beautiful, so beautiful grandchildren. So, you know, God bless all the children on the planet. May we all raise them to teach them to tell the truth. You know, because that's all we got. When, you know, in the end of life, that's all we have is our truth, our sacred honor. So I choose to speak truth. And I choose to speak truth to corrupt power every day, 24/7, 365. So that's where I'm at. And my son actually gave me this shirt, see, for a Christmas present, because he knows me real well. See, it says, real eyes, real lies, real lies. So, real eyes, realize real lies that people put out. Okay, I can spot a drama queen and a drama king from miles away. And how is that? Because I used to be one once upon a time, a long time ago. But see, today I go into the 12-step rooms of recovery, and I practice some serious spirituality and a combination of religion. Okay, I don't have to do it your way. No, you do you your way. I'm doing mine my way, okay? And I'm going to live in my reality, because corrupt people's reality, it's brutal. It's brutal, it's unkind, it's bullying, It's discriminating, it's dominating, it's coercive, it's manipulating, it's harmful, because hurt people, and I've been hurt and harmed recently here. Ongoing, a series of events. Unacceptable events at that, and I'm not going to accept it. I'm not going to accept it, and I got to tell you, you know what? My 7 grandchildren, they're the reason I'm not going to accept it, because I would not want any one of them to go through what I recently went through, and it was horrific. It was horrific. And I'm not going to minimize it for people now. See, because they want me to minimize it and keep my mouth shut. I'm not going to do that. I will not accept the unacceptable, and like I said, with my 7 grandchildren, I will teach them and preach to them, because that's my job as a grandma, that don't ever accept the unacceptable. And when you see corruption, you report that shit, and you keep reporting it, and you expose it. You know, that's how we got Gina home. We didn't get Gina home because the corrupt Illuminati bad boys, skull and bones, that did 9/11/01 knocked on our front doors and said, here's Gina, you know, here's Gina, and we had the license plate the whole time. They didn't tell us that. You know, the Bush bad boys didn't tell us. Okay, and the corrupt Illuminati authority ones here in corrupt Illuminati Cleveland didn't tell us either, and they know what they did. Matter of fact, the camera was working in Gina's school the day she was abducted. It was working all year long just fine. And Ariel Castro went into that school. And you know what happened, people? I'm going to tell you what happened. What happened was that camera all of a sudden was broke. And the film wasn't available on the day that Gina DeJesus would be kidnapped, okay, abducted by Ariel Castro. The school video all of a sudden wasn't available and it was broken. I can tell you why it was broken. I can tell you why. Like I said, the corrupt Illuminati ones and corrupt Illuminati Cleveland that did the events of 9/11/01, that's the reason they covered that shit up for 10 torturing years. They had Ariel Castro's license plate number. So those three girls suffered needless torture times 10 torturing years by Ariel Castro. And the corrupt authorities are just as guilty as Ariel Castro. And I want to throw another shout out here to you people. Exactly 6 months after the Cleveland abduction story broke, and I got to tell you folks, I was here in 2011 and 2012. I took a 2-year almost reprieve from my 2 jobs in corrupt Illuminati Flagstaff, Arizona. See, I took 2 years off my job voluntarily to come look for our missing family member. And you know what? What do I want to say? I figured things out, and things are being revealed to me more and more as I trudge this road of life. But what I want to say is this, folks. Pay attention. When the Cleveland abduction story broke on May 6, 2013, when the Cleveland abduction story broke, exactly 6 months later, your Highness, corrupt Illuminati Queen of England, came out with another story exactly the same out of Lambeth, England, to try and say that they had 3 girls that were kept over 30 years in their homes and being tortured. It was a big, fabricated, fat-ass lie by the corrupt Illuminati Queen, Her Majesty, and her MI6 agents. That's what I want to tell you people. As quick as that story came out, it disappeared, and it happened right at Christmas time too. So they made up a big fat lie to try and take the focus off of the Cleveland abduction story, but they realized with their real eyes that they made a big boo-boo when they put our family story out and around the world and back, because it was in every news media outlet. And so the Illuminati ones realized that they screwed up. And you've been screwing up ever since you took away this nation from the indigenous tribal people, and you've been dividing and conquering their bloodlines and their DNA. And not just in this nation, but in many nations. So give back what has been taken. Give back what has been taken. Aho, Esqualeeh, Kunnah'Amen, and do not lie. Do not lie, people, because it's so much toxicness and poison to your soul and your spirit. I'm Anna Anders, and I'm a little bit passionate here, and I'm allowed to be passionate. You have your family go through what we went through. You have your family go through what we went through and then wake up to the ugly truth of it all. You try that on for size, because we had to go through it and I had to go through it. And not only does the ugliness exist with authorities, it also exists. It exists and persists in our communities. And I got zero tolerance for it these days. I have civil rights, I got civil liberties, and I have freedom of speech that my parents gave me. My parents taught me how to speak. My parents taught me how to behave. My parents taught me how to think. My parents, not this corrupt Illuminati government, to play me, or to play us. Us as in the United States of America. I'm done speaking here. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Peace out on the planet. Truth out on the planet. And may all drama queens and drama kings, may they get the healing that they so deserve. I'm humbly Anna Anders. I'm done. Yes, I am a little bit passionate about what I do. We need to be. Our children and grandchildren need futures on this planet. I don't care about the old people. Old people ain't going to save the planet. We already allowed the ruining to happen. That's what I want to say here. We allowed the ruining to happen because we bought into the Illuminati bait and switch games. All in. All in for a hot mess. All in. All in for a hot mess. Where was our president on 9/11/01? Florida. Where did they take LeBron James? Where did his handlers take him? Florida. You notice that any football players kneeling? Illuminati ones have been busy playing Illuminati bait and switch activist games. And the activists too have been being paid off of Craigslist ads. I can prove it. I don't speak Illuminati fiction. I speak actual facts that can be clarified, verified, and affirmed. I'm humbly Anna Anders, like I've said 1,000 times. Just one of the many founders of ForGlobalPeace.com. I'm done talking on this video. Have a wonderful day. I'll have to split it. Have a wonderful day, everybody. And never accept the unacceptable from anyone, anywhere, and I don't care where it is. At home, at school, at work, at play, anywhere in the community, hospitals even. Because we got a lot of Illuminati hospitals. You don't have to do what your doctor tells you. Those are suggestions. Those are suggestions, and you can explore your alternatives. And speaking of alternatives, why is it that all the alternative doctors are dying? Why are they getting murdered and committing suicide? I can tell you why. Because the corrupt secret society Illuminati ones, they've been out on a hunting for these holistic doctors. They don't want holistic health within our nation here. Just like they don't want whole foods, genuine organic whole foods for us. So be careful with the food choices that you make, folks, because it's all corrupted. Corrupted to give us cancer. I'm allowed to speak, freedom of speech. I would choose organic foods over any number 3 labeled foods any day of the year. Have a great day, everybody. I'm humbly Anna Anders, and I'm not done, and this is how I roll. Gotta go. Bye.